हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। तो पहला न्यूज़ क्या है? इंडिया एज्यूम्स चेयरमैनशिप ऑफ एशियन प्रोडक्टिविटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर 2025-26। India has formally assumed the chairmanship of the Asian Productivity Organization (APO) for the 2025-26 term during during the ongoing 67th session of the governing body meeting of the organization. India is participating in the ongoing session of the governing body meeting represented by the delegation headed by APU Director for India and Secretary DPIET Ministry of Commerce and Industry Amardeep Singh Bhatia. In its chairmanship role, India is committed to support the APO's strategic goals, including the development and implementation of the APO's Vision 2030 and expansion of the Green Productivity 2.0 framework. India emphasized strengthening digital transformation, innovation, sustainability, and entrepreneurship across the region, sharing its national initiatives in these areas with other member economies. PM Modi to inaugurate 103 Amrit stations across the country tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate 103 Amrit station across the country tomorrow. The Amrit Bharat Station scheme, launched in December 2022 by the Ministry of Railways, aim to transform over 13,000 stations into modern hubs with multimodal integration and future-ready facilities. The foundation stone for these works at different stations was laid between August 2023 and February 2024. In a social media post, the Prime Minister said the Amrit stations will boost comfort, connectivity, and celebrate the country's glorious culture. India reaffirms its commitment to global health at 78th World Health Assembly. India has reaffirmed its commitment to global health equity at the 78th World Health Assembly in Geneva today. Addressing the plenary session of the Assembly, Union Health Secretary Punya Sella Srivastava emphasized on the transformative strides made under flagship initiatives like Ayushman Bharat. She said that the program has expanded access to comprehensive health care, improved infrastructure, provided financial protection for advanced treatments, and accelerated digital health adaptation, paving the way toward universal health coverage. The Union Health Secretary also highlighted that India's efforts in maternal health, family planning, childhood mortality, and stillbirth reduction have been acknowledged by global bodies, including the United Nations Population Fund and the UN Interagency Group. She informed that India was recently certified as trachoma-free by WHO, and the nation is committed to eliminating diseases such as TB, leprosy, lymphatic filariasis, measles, rubella, and Kala Azar. India reiterates its commitment towards progress of nations of Indian Ocean during 24th IORA meeting. The 24th Indian Ocean Rim Association (IORA) meeting of the Council of Ministers (COM), hosted by the IORA chair Sri Lanka, was held virtually today under the theme "Sustainable Indian Ocean for Future Generations." Secretary East in External Affairs Ministry P. Kumaran led the Indian delegation at 24th meeting of IORA-COM. Ministry of External Affairs in its statement said that India is currently the vice chair of IORA and part of TRIOCA. India will assume the chairmanship of IORA for 25-27. It added that the 24th CM meeting saw the participation of ministers and high-level delegates from all 22 IORA member states and IORA's 12 dialogue partners. During the meeting, the member states held discussions on strengthening IORA matters of regional interest and adopt the Colombo Committee. Mr. P. Kumaran, in his statement, underscored India's commitment to the well-being and progress of nations of the Indian Ocean in alignment with India's vision of the Indian Ocean region. He noted that cooperation, collaboration, and concerted efforts among member states are essential to reach convergence on issues of common interest in the Indian Ocean region. India's global outreach on Operation Sindoor begins. India's India has launched its aggressive global campaign to further expose Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Seven multi-party delegations have been set up to reach out to the international community on Pakistan's nefarious designs and India's successful anti-terror operation. Out of these, two all-party delegations leave for 9 nations today. An all-party delegation led by JDU MP Sanjay Kumar Jha left for five-nation tour of Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan and Singapore as part of India's diplomatic outreach on Operation Sindoor. Another delegation led by Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde is also embarking on a visit to UAE, Liberia, Congo and Sierra Leone to affirm New Delhi resolve on combating terrorism in all its forms. Talking to the media before the departure of his delegation, Mr. Sanjay Jha said terrorism is a part of Pakistan's state policy and they will tell the world how Islamabad has been sponsoring terrorism. FIR to detect financial fraud on mobiles. Department of Telecommunications (DOT) has introduced Financial Fraud Risk Indicator (FRI), a multidimensional analytical tool to empower financial institutions with advanced actionable intelligence for cyber fraud prevention. This will enhance cyber protection and validation checks in case of mobile numbers flagged with this tool, when digital payment is proposed to be made to such numbers, FRI is a risk-based metric that classifies a mobile number to have been associated with medium, high, or very high risk of financial fraud. It empowers stakeholders, especially banks, non-banking financial companies, and UPI service providers, to prioritize enforcement and take additional customer protection measures in case a mobile number with high risk. Government acknowledge integrated role of stakeholders in implementing PM E-Drive scheme. Union Minister for Heavy Industries H.D. Kumaraswamy has chaired an interministerial coordination meeting to review and accelerate the implementation of electric vehicle (EV) charging infrastructure under the PM E-Drive scheme in New Delhi today. The meeting was attended by the senior officials from the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and Ministry of Heavy Industries. PM E-Drive scheme aims to build a nationwide EV-ready ecosystem to enable cleaner transport and reduce India's dependency dependency on fossil fuels, with a financial outlay of 2,000 crore rupees. This scheme will support the installation of approximately 72,000 EV public charging stations across the country. These stations will be strategically deployed along 50 national highway corridors within high traffic destinations such as metro cities, toll plazas, railway stations, airports, fuel outlets, and state highways. Centre issues notice to Uber over advance tip issue. The centre has issued a notice to cab aggregator Uber over advance tip issue and sought an explanation from the platform. In a social media post, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Minister Prahlad Joshi said the practice of advance tip is deeply concerning and such actions fall under unfair trade practices. Taking cognizance of this practice, the minister had asked Central Consumer Protection Authority (CCPA) to look into it. CCPA has issued a notice to Uber in this regard. Mr. Joshi said forcing or nudging nudging users to pay a tip in advance for faster service is unethical and exploitative. He said tip is given as a token of appreciation and not as matter of right after the service. He added that fairness, transparency, accountability must be upheld in all customer interactions. Bhanu Mustaq, a scripted history-winning booker, prize for her short stories collection. Bhanu Mustaq's short story collections "Heartland" has won the International Booker Prize in London. Miss Bhanu has become the first Indian author writing in Kannada to win the prestigious International Booker Prize. Her award-winning work "Heartland" is a collection of 12 short stories translated into English by Deepa Vasti. The book, originally titled in Kannada "Hridaya Deepa", traces decades of Mustafa literacy output from 1990 to 2023 and was recognized for its compelling portrayals of familial and societal conflict in Karnataka. The announcement was made at a ceremony held at Turtle Modern in London on Tuesday night, where both Mustaq and Basti were present to receive the award. I got Karmyogi platform crosses mark of 1 crore registered civil service servants. The I Got Karmyogi platform under the National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building Mission Karmyogi has caused 1 crore registered civil servants across India. This marks a 30-fold growth from 3 lakh users on board till January 2023. In over 2 years, Union Minister of Personal, Public Grievance and Pensions Dr. Jitendra Singh today announced this milestone achievement. This rapid scale-up underlines the ongoing digital adaptation in public administration and reaffirms the centre's commitment to building a future-ready and citizen-centric civil services. iGot Karmyogi platform offers over 24,000 courses in 16 languages contributed by more than 200 course providers, including central and state government ministers and departments, civil services training institutes, civil society organizations, philanthropic bodies, premier Indian academic institutions, and private industry experts. All courses are aligned with the indigenously developed Karmyogi competency model rooted in Indic wisdom and the tenets of Mission Karmayogi. EPFO adds over 14 lakh members in March, sees rise in youth and female subscribers. Employees Provident Fund organization EPFO has added over 14 lakh net members during March this year. The additions represent an increase of 2.03% in comparison to the members added in February 2025. The Labour and Employment Ministry has informed that around 7 lakh 54,000 new members were enrolled with EPFO in March. The ministry stated that around 4 lakh 45,000 new subscribers were added in the 18 to 25 age group. Further, more than 2 lakh new female subscribers joined the EPFO, reflecting an increase of 4.18% compared to March 2024. India tells UN maritime security and countering terrorism vital to national security and economic interests. India's permanent representative to the UN, P. Harish, told the Security Council that countering terrorism and ensuring maritime safety are vital to India's national security and economic interest. Speaking at a debate on maritime security, Mr. Harish outlined India's bold maritime strategy, addressing both state-based threats and non-traditional challenges like terrorism, piracy, smuggling, and illegal fishing. He highlighted India's integrated approach, including surveillance, rapid response, regional diplomacy, global cooperation, and infrastructure development aligned with Prime Minister Modi's Mahasagar initiative, mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across regions. Mr. Harish cited the Indian Navy's recent deployment of over 35 ships in Western Arabian Sea, responding to 30 incidents, rescuing 520 crew members, are protecting 312 merchant vessels carrying cargo with cargo worth $5.3 billion. He also noted India's role in countering Houthi attacks, tackling piracy in the Red Sea, conducting typhoon relief operations in Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. PM Modi to inaugurate 103 revamped Amrit Bharat stations with modern amenities. PM Modi, Congress leader, paid tribute to Rajiv Gandhi on his 34th death anniversary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid tributes to former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi on his death anniversary today. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also paid homage to the former Prime Minister at Veer Bhumi in New Delhi. The day marks the 34th death anniversary of Rajiv Gandhi. Fasai urged states UT to crack down on illegal fruit ripening and synthetic coating practices. The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India (FSI) has urged all states and union territories to intensify inspection and carry out special enforcement drives to curb the illegal use of non-permitted fruit ripening agents, as well as the coloring and coating of fruits with synthetic colors or non-permitted wax. In a notification, the FSI urged the commissioners of food safety of all states and union territories, as well as the regional directors of FSI, to maintain strict vigilance over fruit markets and mandis to curb the illegal use of ripening agents such as calcium carbide. FSI also urged all food businesses operators to adhere to the standard operating procedure to ensure safe and compliant ripening practices. The authority reiterated that any violation of norms will lead to strict penal action under FSAI Act 2006. Nominations open for Padma Awards 2026. Submissions accepted online till July 31. The Ministry of Home Affairs has invited nominations for the Padma Awards 2026. The nominations can be submitted online through the Rashtriya Puruskar portal till the 31st of July. The ministry in a statement said that the nominations should contain all relevant details specified in the format available on the aforementioned portal, including a citation in narrative form, clearly bringing out the distinguished and expectational achievements of the people recommended in their respective fields. EAM Jaishankar expresses gratitude for Denmark's solidarity in fight against terrorism. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has expressed his gratitude for Denmark's solidarity in the fight against terrorism and for the warm reception he received upon his arrival in the Nordic country yesterday. He was received by Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen, and key discussions focused on advancing the India-Denmark Green Strategic Partnership. This underscored both nations' commitment to deepening bilateral cooperation and addressing global challenges. Dr. Jaishankar is on an official visit to Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany from May 19 to 24. PM Modi, German Chancellor, reiterated their commitment to combat terrorism in all its forms. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz yesterday and exchanged views on regional and global developments, asserting the two countries stand united in the fight against terrorism. In a statement, the External Affairs Ministry said that during the telephone conversation, the two leaders reiterated their shared commitment to combating terrorism in all its forms. In a social media post, Mr. Modi said he spoke to Chancellor Friedrich Merz and congratulated him on assuming office and reaffirmed our commitment to further strengthen to strategic partnership between India and Germany. The External Affairs Ministry said both leaders noted the positive contribution made by the Indian diaspora in Germany. Prime Minister Modi also invited Chancellor Merz to visit India. और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स हो जाती है समाप्त।